prize, and I didn't think they would give it to me. I thought I had to take the first place prize, so I lost on purpose. To be fair, the first place prize was a game of Connect 4. Obviously, if I'm that good at it, I own my own Connect 4 game. So instead, I got a Neopets puzzle. A Neopets puzzle. What other secrets? Do you want to know? I know. Did you know that I used to want to be a vlogger? Yeah, I used to want to be a YouTube vlogger. Back in the day when, Tyler Oakley, Zoella, Jack Scap, Fun for Louie, who else? Marcus Butler, Sprinkle of Glitter, with the British YouTuber days. I know Tyler Oakley isn't British, but they were all close.